So here we are with Holly in such a beautiful place. Let me just show you around. There you see this is the tournament hall, and here's the castle, and here's the press room. And Holly, where are we? Like, did you imagine something like this happening a few months ago? Can you take us back to that moment?
So we didn't imagine it being this spectacular, this big. We did know that we wanted it to be this spectacular because when we do things, we don't half-ass things. And Jan is always very passionate about being the best and doing everything to the best of his abilities. And when he has a goal, he just bites into it. And I feel like I'm just the social butterfly, like solving the problems around him.
Wow, that's nice, social butterfly. But how did it all begin?
So it began pretty much, Jan and I, we've always played a round of chess occasionally. And then he wanted to get better, so he can beat me more at chess.
Otherwise you were beating him as well, yeah?
Yes, we were pretty much equal, and now he's a little bit better.
Because of this tournament, maybe.
Yes, also because he then learned chess with Niklas Huschenbett, and Niklas and him, they then brainstormed up in the studio how to use the studio. And first, we built that music studio and we're thinking about what else to do except music and expand the reach of it. So at some point they just thought they'd do a small tournament, but the more Jan and we thought about it, the more we thought, let's go big or go home. So in the end, it turned out to be this. And if we wanted to go big, we knew we needed Magnus Carlsen on board. So we flew to Qatar, we met Magnus' father. It was absolutely amazing. We had an amazing connection, and in the end, we met Magnus, and he was totally on board, not just to come, because it wasn't enough for us to have him here, but to have him as a co-host in a way. And we were so happy. So from that point on, we just worked very hard. We did everything we could, and we just went for every idea that we could possibly have.
We can see it over here. It is arranged in such a perfect manner. This is the best chess can see itself, yes, being so glamorous and so many ideas. So I'm sure you were a big part of all these ideating. Tell me, one of the idea I really find fascinating was how did you get Miss Angola over here for the introduction of position?
Since we've been doing a lot of traveling with Formula One, we've had a few friends there, and we were at a few races last year, and we wanted to do a show, action that people could actually enjoy, that people would be fascinated with, not just to see the chess, but also to everything around it, and make it personal and emotional for people that would not necessarily be emotional about chess, because it's not the most emotional game in the world.
It's not the most emotional game.
No, you can't see if you're
you can't completely. They don't express it.
Yeah, they don't express it. And we wanted to have something that shows everything that goes into it and portrays the players as also human beings, emotional and stars. So the start of Miss Angola is we've been friends for a while. We actually met in South Africa, where we live half of the year, and we've got a nature reserve there, which we try to conserve nature, protect everything that we have there, and do studies about animals there, have a little bit of a little bird clinic where we save endangered species. And so,
which is completely, different. Like now that we are in this chess world right now over here, I know it is. Imagining you guys also in such beautiful contribution to the world in a way.
Yeah, we want to, as I said, if we do something, we want to do it with all our heart, and both things are sort of close to our heart. Chess and this place is close to our heart, but nature is close to our heart, which is also why we are having lots of nature and explorations here, and do a lot of things to protect nature inside this resort.
Exactly. The tournament could have happened in the city or in some hotel, but especially this place stands out. It stands out. How did you think of this?
So it is, this has always been Jan's big project, his baby. And at some point, he's always loved this place so much that he wanted to keep everything the best and healthiest way that he could, not build too much, just protect the trees, do everything with that. And as I said, I wanted to come back to the point with Miss Angola. So because we were there a lot, we were also in Cape Town a lot, and we celebrated New Year's Eve with lots of our friends and family. And there I met with my former roommate from South Africa. I met Miss Angola, and we got along so well that we then started to meet all over the world. And at some point, we actually met in Dubai right after we came from Qatar, because we're flying from Qatar over Dubai. And we were just so overexcited about the conversation with Magnus and Henrik that we couldn't stop talking about it. And Teresa was sitting there and was like, no, I mean, it sounds great. And you sound so enthusiastic about it. So in the end, she agreed to be part of it as well and wanted to come. We wanted to have her over for a while anyways, and it was the perfect opportunity in the end.
Yes, it's lovely because she did mention that, the Angola chess community is also now very interested in this tournament.
And she loves to promote new things, especially educational things in the continent of Africa and especially in Angola. So we are all there to support that.
That's so good to know. And, the love for chess, Jan has so much love for chess. We have seen it over here.
Yeah.
I believe when you both were playing, you also love chess a lot.
Yes.
But still, like such a kind of an event when you have to put a lot of effort, a lot of resources, a lot of finances there, and this love for chess Jan has. How do you see that? Like,
Jan we are passionate about chess, but especially we are also passionate about just building something new. And we wouldn't do a chess tournament if it would just be the same as usual. So the world wouldn't need another tournament, which is the exact same that everyone else does. And if we need to take up more finances to do it the way that we think would be wonderful and perfect, then so be it. So
wow, that's an amazing support actually from you as well. And the ideations, we saw that even your father here, who has been playing a big part in the event management, and
exactly.
You can tell us a bit more about
that. Since we had such a short notice, we talked to everyone about it, about our families and about this project, and to actually put this together within just less than 3 months, because we actually had Christmas and New Year's in between, and we just got the go at the end of October. And then also we had a little closing phase in December for the hotel, which took another 2 weeks away from our schedule, because there we couldn't build anything up, we couldn't measure anything here. There was lots of renovations going on, and the hotel staff couldn't be briefed because they were in their yearly holiday. So apart from that, my dad was absolutely on board immediately with it, and he does a lot of big events. He's got this event company, and Jan and him, they're literally best friends, and so they are talking more than I am talking to my dad every morning when I get up. Jan has already been on the phone with my dad for half an hour. And so they are doing this together. He is doing all the event side of things, and Jan is doing the ideas, the strategies, and we are together a team in finding those ideas, in controlling everything that's going on, because I mean it's a lot, and especially during big events you get hit by the buses that you don't see, and we're just happy that we haven't been hit by a bus so far, and we want to continue to do everything perfectly.
Oh, the bus is going very smooth. In fact, one of the things which I felt after traveling to so many tournaments, thing which stood out, the blazers, I mean the colors and the feel, the vibe they gave to the players in the tournament hall.
Yes.
It was fascinating. How did you come up with such a thought?
So we came up with that also from Formula One, from the different team colors, and we did want to distinguish the players with their personal color. And actually, those jackets are the same jackets that Jan wore for our wedding. He had the dark blue and the orange one for our wedding. So
I have to come back to this question. When did you guys get married and how did you meet each other after this?
So we knew the Frank Rudolph in Hamburg. We knew him very well from doing his wedding jackets already. And since Jan loved his so much, it was an absolute go-to that we would go to him and ask him if he was ready to do those jackets with us. And then we were looking at lots of different velvets, and we were in the shop all the time and asked all the players what colors they wanted. They mostly gave us a choice of 2. And in the end, it worked out perfectly, so everyone sort of got what they wanted.
They were happy with their color choice. Nobody felt like, oh, I'm left with this color. Oh, wonderful. No, that was epic. I think the kind of glamour it added when you take photographs and, interviews, it looks so beautiful.
And also lots of tournaments, they have a sort of a dress code, but the players aren't there to focus on how to dress that day and how to do that dress code perfectly. I mean, they are there to play. They need their brain power. They need everything they have. And with us, we just wanted to make it sort of easy that they have their go-to outfit, that it's all taken care of, and that they could just focus on playing.
Wow. And would you also love to share what were your favorite ideas in this tournament?
So I do love the invention of the 960 ball machine that we did. I think that is so cool to visualize it. I love the idea of making the players the stars with the players' night, with honoring one player each night with the cuisine of their country.
Exactly, that was another thing. It is so beautiful that every night there are dinners with different themes, and
exactly.
Most theme nights are, on, let's say we had one night was Indian, then there was one night Chinese, and it's amazing. How did you come up with this thought?
So that was actually, I think, a mix of Jan and our hotel director that had that idea, because our hotel director used to lead a whole hotel group, and he used to be a chef as well. And so then we just collaborated on that, and we thought that idea was amazing. So we actually talked to our kitchen teams here, and we just said, gave them the country planning and just said, go all out and do everything you want and just have fun with it. And I think that's also the spirit that comes across in it.
Yeah, because we don't see, normally in chess tournaments, the round is over, the players are on their own, they quickly have dinner, they rush to the room.
But here we just want everyone to enjoy themselves, feel the best they could, take care of everyone, make everyone happy, and give them the best start into each and every game match day that they could have.
Oh, lovely. So these were your favorite. Of course, the 960 balls over there, the machine is epic. I believe that is going to change a lot of things for this kind of event.
Also, one of my favorite things is the player's presentation. I love that movie. It is absolutely amazing. We filmed it the day actually before the tournament began. We got all of their jacket fixed. We had Frank Rudolph personally come here and fix the jackets, tailor them exactly with our house tailor Nurcan to what exactly they are doing. What they wanted it to look like, what they wanted it to sit like, and then we did the video bits, and I love how it came out. We actually had sort of like a very successful composer compose the music for it, who is also a good friend of ours, and we love how it turned out.
Yeah, it seems like you were able to, get everybody together on the board with their different skill sets to make such an event have very different ideas, which is very new to chess, and we are so glad to see that. this transition which is happening right now.
Yeah, too.
Lovely. But coming back to the question, when did you and Jan get married, and how did you guys meet?
So we actually met. We had seen each other sometimes because my parents live just opposite the coast. You can't see the sea here, but down there would be the sea down that road. And my parents just lived on the other side of the bay. So when we visited, we were stand-up paddling, and Jan sometimes came my way and helped me once because I lost my sunglasses in the water, once helped me find them. And also we had some events here where they rented Weissenhaus for a record label, which we were at because my sister and I, we were VIP guests, or we were working there for my father who did the event. And Jan was, of course, there as well and held a speech. And I mean, we've met a couple of times, and in the end, we met again in Hamburg. And I just talked to him on the street and was like, "Hey, I know you. We know each other." And he didn't recognize me at first. So he was like, "Sorry, I don't know you." And I was so insanely embarrassed. I just wanted to get into the crowd or run away. So I just turned around. I was like, "Okay, no, then not." And he ran behind me and just screamed "No, but I want to get to know you."
That's cute.
And in the end, I mean, we went out for dinner, and things moved pretty quickly from there on. And only after dating for 3 months he proposed. Then we've had a lot of Corona time where we were stuck together and could test our relationship, which went well. And then in 2022 we got married.
Oh, that's lovely, because the kind of energy you both share, the passion, it's so lively. So you both are very perfect there, and we can see that in this tournament organization, the ideas. And always I see you both together there. Yesterday, the finals you were watching, the semi-finals you were watching, so intensely engrossed.
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. I mean, the Armageddon, it was the first Armageddon in freestyle chess 960, however you want to call it. But it was amazing to see that. And it is so much action. I mean, it's a massacre on the board, literally, but it is exciting.
Wow, Holly, that was so amazing to get insights from you today and to know so much about the tournament. And before we leave, what are the future plans for Chess 960, you think?
So actually, we do want this to go on. We want to do this event in several places. We want to promote chess in that way that you don't lose the old values and the old way, but also that we do make it more consumable for everyone, because it doesn't take away from the sport, it only gives towards the sport. And we do love that, and we do want to promote that more. We're hoping for a tour in different countries, South Africa maybe, also to promote African chess in total. Which idea we have been playing with anyways, which is very nice. I mean, they can learn chess 960 very much easier than learn normal chess, because there's no grandmaster except 2 in the whole continent. So how else are you going to learn it? And that is an easier way to get people involved, to get people excited about it, and to educate people, because it also is good to train your brain. It is good to get into it. And then, of course, the US is a big thing. I mean, it is a big market for entertainment. It is a big market for chess, and there is lots of chess fans around there. And of course, we are thinking about India, because India is right now the country with the most chess fans, and we do appreciate you being here. Actually, it's so nice, and we're so grateful that you came.
Right, it's an honor. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and we're hoping the best for the future, to make it a tour, to make it grand, to make it just as perfect, even if it gets bigger, to have it as perfectly planned, as perfectly executed as we have now, which is the most important thing.
We are looking forward to it, Holly. Thanks for talking to us, and also thanks for having such a beautiful tournament at such a beautiful place.